Welcome back to the WHHI Daily News. One of our regular contributors is Dekruif. She is the Marketing and Communications Manager with Bluffton Self-Help. Danny, thanks for joining us via Zoom today.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us back again.
Now, you all always think ahead, and Easter's coming a little bit early this year. You've got some plans for Easter dinners. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So last month, I know we talked about poverty awareness a little bit and the need in our community. And one of the ways that Bluffton Self-Help helps our neighbors fill that need is through holiday drives, through Easter, through groceries. So we provide ham, all the fixings, through dessert for each and every neighbor that comes into the market, to provide them with an experience that they can gather around the table with their family and make those memories.
Well, that is wonderful. You mentioned the need, and that you've mentioned in the past what kind of need there is in our area. Can you give people an idea? Because it's not something where we're seeing the need going down at this point for people that need an extra hand, are we?
Yeah, I think that we've all probably seen our grocery bills go up a little bit. And those who are faced with those impossible choices between putting food on the table or paying their medical bills, or putting food on the table and putting gas in the car that day, to stretch their budget that much further is really difficult sometimes. So for us to be able to fill that gap and to fill that need is really important as we see the cost of groceries increase.
Yeah, and I know you've actually got some numbers, do you not, on how many people you serve? I think you were mentioning something in the 800 number. Maybe that was in regards to last year. You told me before we started.
Yeah, last year we served, just in the market alone, over 850 families. On any given week, we have anywhere from 300 to 400 families that come in and shop. So that's 8,000 to 10,000 pounds of groceries that go out of our market. And it's eggs, meat, milk, it's fresh produce, and all the non-perishable goods as well.
Okay, for someone who is listening now and would say, gee, I'd love to help out with that, is it a matter of them bringing you those items themselves, contributing monetarily? What do you see as best serving the Easter dinner drive and other needs too?
Yeah, our food drives are a really easy way for anyone to get involved. So we invite churches, neighborhoods, you can even get your family and get your kiddos involved to give back. And you can either do one family and get all the fixings for them, or you can hold a drive with your church and neighborhood and collect items for several families, or just pick up an extra few items when you're at the grocery store for the next couple of weeks and drop them off at Bluffton Self-Help.
That's super. And I know the official kickoff of this, from the information you sent to us, is March 1st, which is this week, right? For the Easter dinner drive.
Yeah, that's right. We hold it for the entire month of March. We want to make sure that families have their groceries before the week of Easter. So for March 1st to March 31st, you can drop off the groceries at the market, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and that's in Sheridan Park.
Okay. One final thought from you. Why is what you do, Bluffton Self-Help, why is that so important? How are you meeting a need that's out there? What would you say to someone that might not be familiar with your organization?
Yeah, I think that, like I mentioned before, the cost of living is going up, and that's hard. And not everyone, especially in our service industry here that our economy is based on, can make that livable wage. So more than half of our neighbors struggle to get by. Yeah. And in order to fill that gap, we really need to come together as a community to make sure that our basic needs are met, to make sure our neighbors are able to put food on the table, and then go above and beyond that. And we have our education programs to make sure that that future looks brighter for our community.
Well, Danny Dekruif, the Marketing and Communications Manager of Bluffton Self-Help, thank you for joining us, and we are glad that Bluffton Self-Help is there for folks. Thanks again.
Thank you so much.
When we come back, we'll have sports, the wrap-up of the weekend with Justin Jarrett. Stay right there.